Hey, vinyl community, welcome back. This is Hub Tunes. I am Mike, and I'm getting a glare in my glasses. Oh well. Vinyl finds. April? No, May. May 2023. My continuing chore. It's becoming a chore now of being just a little pickier about what I choose to purchase, being more selective, just budget wise. There's a lot coming up, and a lot of jazz reissues coming up in the summer months, and I'm just I'm starting to get a little tight on space. I think I'm okay for a while, but just being a little more selective. And it may not seem like it, but it's going well. It's going better than I expected. So I got a few records here to show, and that's about it. I am actually having a fantastic. I'm not selective about my Scotch, and this is an absolutely incredible Scotch. If you guys have never tried this, search it out. It's not cheap, but it's lovely. It's really, really tasty. So it's been a long week already, and it's yeah, it's been a long week. So cheers to everyone out there. Thank you for watching. Again, thank you for watching this silliness. All my subscribers and everyone out there. I don't say it enough. I really, really appreciate everything. You guys are awesome. So we're going to start with what I think is probably going to be my number one contemporary jazz release of the year. This record is spectacular. I absolutely love it. This is the Natural Information Society. Dom from Seeking a Thread showed this, and a couple of people on Instagram told me about it, and I grabbed a copy. Luckily, I don't know if they're sold out, but they might be. I've seen a few people in the VC starting to show it. This is great. It's jazzy, but it's got a world beat feel to it. It is so damn good. It's not for everybody. It's definitely one of those records like some jazz heads would probably not like it. But I absolutely am in love with this. Joshua Abrams and Lisa Alvaro are the kind of mainstays of this collective. I don't know. This is like their fourth record, I believe. I listened to a few of their other stuff. They did a collaboration with Bitchin' Bajas, who I really like. They're an electronic group, so I'm kind of looking for that record. And then there's also a live one out there that I heard that's really, really interesting. But this is Natural Information Society. The name of the album is Since Time is Gravity. Cool artwork. It's a 2-album set, and it is, like I said, world music, jazzy, kind of got a drone to it. It's really, really good. I have been playing this like crazy. So definitely stream it, check it out. Good stuff. Next up, I did a I don't go on Facebook Marketplace very often, but my neighborhood neighborhood has like I live in Rogers Park in Chicago, and it has like a community group of buy and sell kind of thing. I'm sure there's many groups like that out there. But this an ad popped up that said $1 to $3 records. And I asked the guy to send me a list, and he had a list of about 50, 60 records. And there were 3 of them. I said, I don't want them all because I wasn't really all that interested, but there were like 3 of them that I was really interested in. And it turns out he lives like 3 buildings down from me. So I walked over, and he gave me these 3 records, and I was super excited, and they were all $1 each. So this is Romeo Voids, Instincts. What a great album. I never had this on vinyl. I had it on CD way back in the day. This is the one with A Girl in Trouble. The first side of this record is great. Actually, the second side is great too. Girl in Trouble is not my favorite song, but man, they were a fun, funky band. They would have been very, very successful. I really, really like them, and I did not have this in my collection. So pick this up for $1. Next up, I'm a huge fan of Graham Parker. Graham Parker. I picked this up for $1. This is Another Gray Area. I never owned this either. I love his album Mona Lisa's Sister and a couple of others from that era. Really, really good stuff. This is also from that era. This would have been 82. So I haven't listened to this in ages. I'm going to actually play this probably tonight. Really, really cool stuff. And these are $1 and they're in great shape. All original inner sleeves and they sound awesome. That Romeo Void I've been playing like crazy and it sounds great. Next up, I have been on a Mavis Staples kick. I love Mavis Staples. I love all the stuff she's done with Robert Randolph and Jeff Tweedy, and her debut solo record is one of the great records of all time. And I never had this record, and it was in the collection for $1. And this is Mavis Staples, Only for the Lonely. This is 1970. This came out. Her debut solo record came out in 69. So this came right after it. This is got some 70s schmaltz on it towards the end. A couple of the later tracks that aren't great. But I would say the entire first side is top notch. It is awesome. And this album shows off her voice. Her vocals on this record are spectacular. Really, really good. The first song, I Have Learned to Do Without You, is great. Her voice is spectacular. I would say her voice sounds better on this record than any of the other records of hers I own. I'm on a huge Mavis Staples kick lately. Actually, I got a video coming out about Mavis Staples. I'm going to see her in a couple of weeks, and yeah, this is cool. I don't know. You can probably pick it up pretty cheap, I would think. I got it for $1. So, and it's in really, really good shape. So I was really happy to get it. It was just weird timing that I've been so into Mavis lately, and that showed up. So I picked those up. The only other things, I got 3 reissues coming up. Damn, that's good. Okay, this just came out on Friday. Friday? No, 2 Fridays ago. This is Eels. This is Blinking Lights and Other Revelations. This is a 25th anniversary kind of boxy set. It is, it's got a gatefold, and then the records are kind of in here. It's got a wonderful book. If you're not familiar with Eels, they're a band out of Los Angeles. It's really not, it's kind of a one-man band. This book is great. It's got all the lyrics. It's really terrific. Cool stuff. This is probably his most personal record. It's a 3 records. They put it on 3 records. It's on Purple, and it was 3 records. I think it was $40, which isn't bad, for a three record set. This is one that I had back when it came out. I had it on CD, and it does. I'll be honest, it flows a lot better on CD because it's. I think there's 33 songs on here. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of songs on here, so it does flow a lot better on CD, but it's wonderful to have on vinyl. I'm a big Eels fan. Also going to see them in June, actually, very, very soon. So I had to pick this up. I do not have it on vinyl. It's terrific. If you're not familiar with Eels, it's kind of a one-man band. It is, what is his name? I always forget his name. Everett, E. Everett. Well, anyway. Cool record, very personal, very melancholy. He talks a lot about his family. His sister committed suicide. His mother doesn't sound like she was a really cool woman. He writes in Americana almost, but in a folky LA kind of way. It's Americana out of Los Angeles, and this is this is pretty cool. I was very, very, very pleased to get this. So I was surprised. I didn't even know it was coming out. So that is Eels, and it is called Blinking Lights. This was a pre-order. My last of the Prestige pre-orders. About a year and a half ago when Analog Productions announced the Prestige series was being repressed, I ordered about 20 of them, and I got like maybe the first 10, and then I got like 3 or 4 here and there, and then recently I finally got this last one, and this is really good. This is Rollins Plays for Bird. It has Sonny Rollins quintet with Kenny Dorham and Max Roach. I love Kenny Dorham. But this is a cool record. I'm glad I got this one. There were a couple that at the time I probably didn't need. Now that, and I'll be honest, and people are gonna laugh. I don't like John Coltrane's Lush Life. I understand why it's one of the most famous albums that he's ever made, but it's not my favorite. So I could have, in my new persona of being more selective, that's one I would have skipped had I known. But I got it, and I got this, and this is fun. This is a really good record. I'm really enjoying it, and they're beautiful. The pressings in these are just gorgeous. So Rollins Plays for Bird. That was a pre-order from probably 2 years ago. And the last one, this was also a pre-order. So do these count? Yes, they do. I love this series. You guys have probably seen me talk about this series before. I have all 17 in the series. This is Jazz is Dead, and this is featuring Lonnie Liston Smith. This is Jazz is Dead 17. And I have all of them. They are wonderful, wonderful records. Does everyone need does anyone need all 17? Probably not. I love 11 is great. 7 is really cool. 14 is awesome. I think 11 is my favorite. It's got a lot more guitar. I forget who it features, but every episode, every release features a certain jazz artist, and this is absolutely terrific. I don't understand the Jazz is Dead titles, but whatever. Whatever you want to call it, these things smoke. I wish they would take some of this on the road and tour. They do some tours. We actually have one coming to Chicago. It's a Brazilian artist. I forget his name. But he's coming to Chicago in a couple of weeks. I'm probably not going to go. But I did see 1 or 2 of their other live shows when they came to Chicago. And they were pretty good. I wish they would do more of that. But yeah, Jazz is Dead. If you guys just check this out. They're really, really cool. Reworkings of older songs. There's some new stuff. A lot of it's just jamming in the studio. Some of them are very Brazilian, very a lot of Latino vibes to them. Excellent series, and I love it. I will buy them all. Actually, 18 I think is already up for pre-order, so I might have to get that one too. So that's it. Not bad. I'm doing good. You guys stay well. Questions, comments, snide remarks, always in the comment section. I will talk to you very soon.